Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel for another iRacing video, and continuing the apparent theme of the tin top start of the year on the channel, we're in another tin top today as we're jumping into the TCR at Silverstone. I was pretty excited when I saw this on the schedule, and then jumped in and found out it's only one of the half layouts, it's the national layout. So it might be a bit of a tricky race, it's quite hard to overtake around this circuit, but we've had decent pace through the week, so hoping that we might be able to bag a decent result out of it. Qualified right in the mid-pack, so yeah, let's jump on in to see how we get on. Alrighty, we're here in the TCR Challenge, Touring Car Challenge, Silverstone National Short Layout. Followed the second lap of qualifying, we're on for a decent lap, but the cut-through section, we blew that a little bit. Let's see if we can make up some extra positions in the race.
Green flag, green flag.
Alright, we're green then. It's a classic touring car start.
You're on the right, 3 wide.
Dale getting his elbows out, boxing a lot of people in there.
Keep to the right, clear, left side. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Right side, 2 wide. Clear all around, left side. Car right, 2
We've been
wide.
double boxed.
On the left, 3 wide. Clear.
And we've lost a lot of positions there. Wow. That's disappointing because we had a decent start off the line there.
Sorry, Sebastian, I never heard that.
Clear on the left.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone just sent it into that cut-through section. I was just wrestling it the entire time, just trying to keep it straight, so we ended up running wide, boxing the other guy as well, but...
Car on your left. Keep to the right.
Alright, decent run out of the field.
Clear.
Back up into P11. Only got one extra out trouble, which is a relief. I thought that had been a couple of 4s in there. We'll take this one. Not got a lot of choice really. Got on the brake a second time, but still just running so far wide. See another car spinning ahead.
Clear. Car on your left.
Used first there to try and use the engine brake and slow us down a little bit more, seemed to help. Got a run, but we're only alongside.
Keep to the right.
We'll need to bail out before this next corner.
Still there, hold your line. Clear on the left.
I think we're possibly faster than this 16 car, but trying to find a way past at this track is going to be quite difficult, I imagine. 15-minute race, of course, so got time to work on him.
In the top 10. Car on your left.
Especially if he does that, we just about stay on track. Massive amount of understeer ourselves. That's P9 then.
In front, Naka. Yeah, man.
More door banging ahead as well. See if we can catch these guys. They're just about 2 seconds ahead though.
Oh man, don't need to slay people like that.
Ben's getting boxed. I know I've got pace if I can just hit the lines, sort of top 10, top 5 in practice sessions through this week. We are catching the guys ahead just a little bit. Fastest lap time I think was a 1:01.1 for me, that's my personal best. Could do with not losing a load of safety rating in this one though, to be honest. Gave it a stab with the throttle and then had to get back out of it again. I knew I was going to understeer wide. Like I just said, I want to try and avoid the X's where we can.
Nice one, Ben, nice one.
Ben giving a shoulder barge of his own there to Christopher. So we set a personal fastest due to the draft, I imagine. Slowly chipping away at the guys ahead. Just don't know what to do when we get there though, that's the only problem. So hard to overtake here. Another freebie gone off to the side there. Alright, positively in the draft now of Joam, who we're going to go with. Why not? Found using first round here just helps to get the front end pointed a little bit better. Helps to prevent running out wide onto the gravel out there. Alright, so P8 as we cross the line this time it'll be. Slowly chipping away, getting some positions, we'll take them. Pulling away a little bit from the guys behind as well, which is nice. Alright, another 2/10 out of the guys ahead. Slowly catching them, just don't know what we're going to do when we get there, I really don't. I feel like this series you can't really make a pass without sacrificing a couple of X's along the way, so have to see if we get an opening when the time comes. The draft's really helping me keeping the lap times low. It's another 0.9. As again they stack up ahead of us.
Thanks for the 4X.
Ben's got a hit again.
Man, shut up, please.
Can feel a mute coming along as Ben chops across and contact.
Nice one.
Time to mute those two guys. That cost us about 2/10 to the guys behind there then. Those two start squabbling. I completely missed the line through that final corner. Have to hope that the guys behind did a slow lap as well. Sort of feels like a cork ahead of this group got unplugged there because it might be the guy that spun in fact a couple of laps ago, because I was catching them a couple of tenths a lap, and then since that car spun, kind of holding me at the consistent gap. I'm not pushing any more or less hard than I was. So I would have expected the gains to stay consistent, but they're not. I've dropped off a little bit. The guy behind must have made a mistake. He's dropped back to 2 seconds. They're getting very touchy-feely ahead of us. And again. Going sideways for Ben is certainly not going to be the fastest way around the track.
Come on, Sebastian, man.
Just about cross half distance.
Man, come on.
Needed third to stop the understeer that time. Tyres are just starting to go. I'm just starting to slide wide in places where I don't expect to be. Still keeping these guys honest though. It's tense, I like this touring car racing. Don't forget the touring car league I'm setting up. Come join us, more of the same, except we've actually got stewards, and so the shoulder barging will be not non-existent. We encourage a bit of shoulder barging touring car racing. but certainly the racing in general will be a lot less punterific, much more well disciplined. Three stabs at the throttle before I felt comfortable that I was going to make the corner there. I was looking at the times by mistake. I thought I'd missed my braking point for turn 1. Actually turned out to work quite well. Bit of status quo ahead then, which I'm surprised about. We've kind of all found our natural pace. Still pulling away from the guys behind, but I'm not really putting any inroads into these guys in front anymore. So we're going to need someone else's mistake, I think, to make any more positions up. I mean, any series where there's so many cars in your eye line all at once, it's got to be worth running in. Nice tight series, close racing. Guys ahead pulled away just a little bit that lap. I wonder if I've cooked my tyres a little bit too much. Just try and drive smoother as much as I can. Only 2x as it stands, which I'm fairly content with. The Audi has sort of seemed to be quite well matched this season. It's possibly actually the strongest of the 3 TCRs now. They revamped it with the release of the 2 new ones, and I think they've actually maybe ended up with the Audi being a bit OP compared to the new ones, which isn't normally the way it happens with new content. I think a lot of us jumped onto these new cars expecting them to be best, like they normally are with the new content, like I say, but actually the Audi's been adjusted and it's a pretty strong car now. Oh, and there's carnage ahead of us. How far's he going to bounce? Not very far, that's a relief. That's P7 then. That's unlucky. You don't normally see the touring cars go off like that, to be honest. I was explaining to a friend who's in the split below this one. If you get tapped sideways in these, normally just keep your foot in it, maybe about a half throttle, and the front wheels pull it back round. So it's unusual to see the touring cars spinning round like that and getting spat off to the side, but I guess in the right conditions it would happen, evidently, by the fact it just did. Well, that's really bunched us back up here. Joam gets punted. Oh, it was Christopher, in fact. Another Audi. I'm outnumbered here. Audis are everywhere. Christopher's run it a little bit wide. I've got the run on him, but I'll have nowhere to go with it. We'll give him a bump if we get there instead. We're not even going to get there, in fact. I'll lift to settle the car back down. Yeah, it's so hard to actually get a run on anyone here to make a move. The best way is to get a run out of that corner we've just come through and try and get to the left for this corner coming up, the left-hander. But it's tricky to actually pull off. It's kind of track this where one move takes sort of 3 or 4 corners to set up and execute. Someone else gets a bit of a nudge. I think for all this complaining over voice chat, that's Ben that keeps biffing people sideways to make the passes on them. Clearly in the battle of SR versus IR for a race, Ben's decided that IR is much more important than SR. And he's been biffed into cops as a result. I can't say I'm surprised. He looks, from my point of view at least, to have been quite bumper happy this race. And they're all checking up here, stacking up. And there goes one. I'm surprised by this, to be honest. It was hard but fair racing at Spa. I didn't race Knockhill. This one seems to be pretty ill-tempered, to be honest. I'm surprised about that. Just keeping my nose clean back here. We're up to 6th now.
Last lap.
Coming on to the last then. Will one of these guys biff the other one and get us a top 5? How are we going to go? Got the run on Schwarm here.
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear.
And he must have gone deep there, surely. He has.
Clear.
See if he gets the run. He's got a decent run. I don't know if I'll ever know where to go with it though. Hopefully he doesn't just punt us.
Right side. Clear.
Tries for the cutback, but I'm still there. You know what? We'll take that. We'll absolutely take that. We finally actually crafted a move. Got up alongside him, sent him deep, and then managed to hold on to the position. P5, we'll take that.
There's the flag. It's over.
That was a really fun race. That was sort of everything that I'd want and expect out of a touring car race. Managed to stay out of trouble, keep my nose clean. A few dodgy moves by Ben, gotta say it. Yeah, not ideal. But, you know, he made it to the end of the race as well, and if he keeps driving like that, then eventually he'll get... Oh, in fact, this is a D-class series, isn't it? So he couldn't get demoted. But I think his, from memory, his safety rating was quite high anyway, so eventually he'd get demoted and maybe he'd start driving a bit different, maybe, I don't know. But a P5 for us, finally pulled that move off at the end of the race there, so pretty happy with that. Did manage to get the overtake done, and yeah, got a decent amount of iRating from that. We got 54, I think it was, as we crossed the line, so we'll take that all day long. But we did lose safety rating, typical. Yeah, that's going to be everything for this one, so if you did enjoy it, give it a big thumbs up, drop us a comment, don't forget to subscribe if you're new, not done that already. Other than that, take it easy and look after yourself. I'll see you in the next one.